close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Line into left field for a base hit. Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome you back to Hankinson as we get set for our fourth and final game of the day. It's another elimination game, this one between the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros and the Northern Cass Jaguars, as the winner will move on, take on Kindred Richland in a state qualifying game tomorrow. Meanwhile, the loser will have their season come to an end. That's why they call it an elimination game. This is the pregame show brought to you here by the Norman County Raceway and Red River Valley Speedway. Tickets on sale now for the Norman County Raceway and the World of Outlaws late models coming up here June 29th, normancountyraceway.com, the website. As we get set for this one, Josh Boyko, you had a chance here to talk with the coaches a little bit there, and what were the coaches saying here, part of our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame comments?
With Coach Meyer for Northern Cass, very happy with the bats in the last game, and how could you not be? 23 runs put up in that game versus Enderlin, so just absolute breakout right there, and he expects more of the same, maybe not to the 23-run extent, but he's very excited about the at-bats that his team put together and will put together in tonight's contest against the Burros. And then Corey Erickson saying that Kaya Chenault was huge in their game earlier today, only 69 pitches in that game, and was able to save her arm a little bit for tonight, as Chenault will again take the circle, the number one pitcher for this Burros team. As they may lack ace depth, they do have Chenault that's always around the plate, had 0 walks in that game earlier this afternoon.
That was the victory earlier today over the Hankinson Co-op there for the Burro victory. The Jaguars, the Northern Cass, they took the victory over Enderlin early, and they face off here for both the teams' second game of the day coming up. That's your Dakota Heritage Bank pregame conversations. Remember, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Dakota Heritage Bank, dhbanknd.com. We'll come back, more of your pregame show when we return on yourliveevent.com.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on Your Live Event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason. Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
Back on our pregame show, brought to you with the Red River Valley Fair with the 3-day weekend format, June 28th through the 30th, July 4th through the 7th, and July 11th through the 14th. The concert lineup is available at redrivervalleyfair.com, where you can also buy your tickets now. Don't forget about the 3-day carnival pass there, and gate admissions, children just $6, adults $15, and free on the 4th of July. Free 4th of July there at the Red River Valley Fair. Hillsboro Central Valley as the number 3 seed. Northern Cass is the number 6 seed as they've worked their way through some elimination games already. They take on the Burros in this one. Let's look at our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Learn to live the sweet life with American Crystal Sugar. Great products, grower owned, crystalsugar.com.
And the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros will be in the field first, and we'll take a look at their lineup defensively. First, Peyton Quam is behind the plate catching. Her battery mate is Kaya Chenault on the mound. And then at third base, Carsey Hattelstad has had a nice glove in this tournament so far. Then from left to right, going to shortstop, Kaylee Kittleson, who we heard from earlier as our player of the game. And then Megan Ensign at second is Kittleson's up the middle partner. Then Danielle Dubois at first is your infield. And the outfield consists of Aaliyah Jelmstad in left, Santa Kritzberger in center, and Kate Onis in right field. And the Northern Cass Jaguars will counter with a lineup of Reese Lavig, Addison Rust, Emma Hovness, Casey Fix, Ariana Anderson, Brooklyn Hoyland, Avery Davidson, Addison Winterquist, and Macy Murch. And the flex playing left field, but not batting, is Rose Gilner.
We're underway with our first pitch here with Reese Lavig at the plate for the Jaguars.
Reese Lavig, leadoff hitter, bats right-handed. The second baseman has been the leadoff hitter throughout this entire tournament. His lineups are pretty much set for most of these teams. Not a whole lot of movement in what we've seen earlier in the series. Strike called by our home plate umpire, Chad Mears. In the field at first base right now is Colby Pennick, and Darren Heisler is your other field umpire up the third baseline right now. Lavig watches a ball outside, and it goes to a 2-1 count as Lavig tries to get on as the leadoff hitter in the top of the first. Kaya Chenault in the circle for the Burros, as she typically is. Delivers a strike to come back at 2-2. Chenault was very efficient, as I was talking with Coach Erickson earlier. Said only 69 pitches in that last appearance is allowing her to come back out and be pretty fresh for this all-important game. Fouled back. Lavig hanging tough, 2-2. Quam delivering the signs. Chenault gets the one she likes, but skips this one in the dirt to fill the count. Final game of our 4 games here at Progressive Ag Field on Monday afternoon. We just saw Central Cass with a late inning comeback as here's Lavig to right field over the outstretched glove of Ensign at second. And Reese Lavig with a leadoff single.
Up next for the Jaguars, number 15, senior Addison Rust.
Here's a hot bat coming up. Addison Rust reached in all 5 plate appearances in the win versus Enderlin this morning, and she started the tournament 5 for 5, and then on base percentage is looking real good right now. Throw down to second with Lavig going in safely. So an early runner in scoring position. We'll see what Rust can do with Lavig now at second.
Pitch was called ball 1, 1-0 now. Here to Rust.
The 1-0 from Chenault is swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Peyton Quam. Quam will be the leadoff hitter when the Burros get back in the dugout. The club's stolen base leader with 30-plus stolen bags. Most in a single season by any Burro. 2 balls and a strike. To the line drive, spraying center fielder for the Jags. Misses down and inside. Lavig gets a nice lead off of second, but will retreat. Hitters count for Rust. Chenault did not walk a batter in her appearance this afternoon. Swung on, foul tip straight back. Fills the count 3-2. See what Chenault comes back with here on the payoff pitch to try and get Rust. Jam shot in on the label of the bat. And Chenault able to make the play coming out of the circle to grab it for the second out of the inning, keeping Lavig at second base. Their first out of the inning.
Yeah, a little soft pop-up that time there, and that's what you want to do as a pitcher, is trying to induce as much weak contact as it can. We've seen twice this region tournament that Northern Cass has put up 20-plus runs. Here with 24 against Maple River in their play-in win, and then 23 earlier today against Enderlin.
Chenault fell behind 3-1 in that previous count, and it still has not walked a batter today. Was able to battle back and get a clutch first out. Getting a good hitter out in Rust to pop back to her, the pitcher. Hovness, the right fielder, at the plate now. Casey Fix on deck. Just missed out of the zone. Maybe a change up there. Missed it a bit low.
Yeah, a little off the plate there, home plate umpire says. So 1-2.
Jammed a little bit again, but off the glove at shortstop. And they're just going to eat it as Kittleson could not climb the ladder just quite high enough to pull that one in. So it'll be runners at the corners now with one down and an RBI opportunity for the cleanup hitter and catcher, Casey Fix.
I'll say runners at the corners momentarily here, as I think they'll be going trying to take that second base. And Kittleson backpedaling there and getting to it, just not quite long enough with the reach there to go up and get that one. As the runner goes for second there and cut off. Ball rolls away here from everyone. A run will come in.
As you called, right away, first pitch. Hovness was in motion. And then I don't know if there was miscommunication on if they were throwing down or not, but the throw came back straight at Chenault, and it looked like she just wasn't expecting it to go back to her maybe. But whatever the case is, a run in as Lavig crosses the plate, and now Hovness to third. Squaring to bunt and laying it down is Fix. Throw to first is in time, but there goes the runner to the plate and safe at first. Hovness comes across, Fix with the RBI bunt, and it's 2-0 Northern Cass.
Yeah, he'll trade an out for the run there early on. Take that early lead.
Ariana Anderson takes strike one to start off her first at bat. Got 2 A. Andersons in this game.
Yeah.
Abigail Anderson, the designated player for Hillsboro Central Valley, batting 6th, and Ariana Anderson at shortstop. They both wear number 10 as well.
And they're both Andersons. S-O-N, no way. Sometimes you get the S-O-N, the S-E-N, all that here, and then now you get a hit into center field over the glove of Kritzberger, and extra bases for Ari Anderson. Now she's not going to take third as the ball rolls away, but Quam there to back it up keeps her from advancing.
That ball squarely hit on the nose and gave Santa Kritzberger a little bit of trouble in center field. That's the hardest one to read, as the center fielder is the one that's just hit on a line straight at you. Can play a little bit of tricks, a little bit of spin on that ball, and it travels over Kritzberger in center.
Coach Erickson coming out for the Burros there, just getting his group to collect themselves. There as they get back to their defensive positions now, and we get home plate wiped off as well, but just a couple of balls where even on the relay back in, not crisp, not clean, and wanted to fix that right away.
Brooklyn Hoyland with an RBI opportunity in the first inning, and our team already up 2-0. Takes a big swing, but comes up empty on the first pitch. No balls and a strike as Chenault went up top. That double is the hardest contact that we've seen this top half of the first.
The pitch misses low, and mentioned Chenault 69 pitches earlier today. Almost a third of that right now, 21 pitches her total here in this first.
Yeah, having to labor a little bit with a little bit of a defensive mishap, but also just good at bats from this Northern Cass team that they've proven they're capable of. And with these 20-run performances in the playing game like you mentioned, and then earlier today.
Chance to get off it now here with the 1-ball, 2-strike count, 2 down, runner on second base. That hit her.
It's going to be a free base for Hoyland as she will be hit by pitch with 2 strikes on her. So that's a nice break for the Jaguars, and we'll send Avery Davidson, the DP, up to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 outs still. Taken up high for ball 1. Davidson looking for something to put in the outfield to scratch another run across the board. The Tim Kazed C Sales scoreboard. This one hit to right field and trouble. It's going to fall for a base hit. In comes Anderson to score. And now to second and third go Northern Cass's runners. Hoyland checks in at third. Davidson parks it at second with a RBI double.
Makes it 3-0 now, and a little surprised Hoyland didn't try and push it that time. I thought over there to right field. I thought they had time to maybe wave her around, but maybe she just didn't get a good jump off that. I did not see that. So.
Possibly so, and Winterquist will step in now, the first baseman. Takes a strike. And you want to try to push across as many runs before that other team can grab the bats as possible, and Jaguars holding 2 runners in scoring position right now.
I also get it, though. Coach Meyer is saying, hey, it would be a close play, and we already got, 4 hits here in this one, so our offense is playing well. We had the offense earlier, so maybe not trying to risk it. I understand both ways. I'm the gambler. I want to go for it.
Yeah, of course. No balls, 2 strikes, and down goes Winterquist swinging. So the first strikeout of the game for Chenault, but not before 3 runs get pushed across on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazed seat sales scoreboard. And the bats will go the way of Hillsboro Central Valley when we return.
As you're planting this spring, I thank you for planting Golden Harvest corn and soybeans on your farm. This is Tim Kazet, your Golden Harvest seeds dealer. If you run short of seed, give me a call, 701-430-0877. I probably have some seed available to help you finish. Call me again, 701-430-0877, and we can discuss your options for Golden Harvest seeds on your farm. I wish all the area farmers and farm families a safe spring and a successful growing season.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
And welcome back to Hankinson, North Dakota, and Progressive Ag Field. 3-0 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazed seed sales scoreboard. And it'll be Brooklyn Hoyland in the circle for the first inning for the Jaguars here. The Jaguars ace on the mound. 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 error come across in the top half of the first for Hillsboro Central Valley. For the Jaguars of Northern Cass. Hillsboro Central Valley comes to bat now with Peyton Quam. Lightning fast catcher takes high for ball 1.
Coach Meyer coming out of the dugout there looking down at Gellner in left field and saying, hey, back up, just in case. Quam did go deep earlier, so...
in there for a strike to recover.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Always a plus when you can get speed on the base paths early, and Quam is a high on base percentage player. She fouls this one back and out of play.
Burrows, you got to realize, you fell behind 3-0 after the top half of the first, but a lot of time left. You don't have to get all back right away, but of course you want to just continue to have productive at-bats that give yourself the chance. Here's a ball here into center field, but tracked down by Rust. Eddie Rust catches it there for the F8 flyout on the first batter of the game for the Jaguar defense. Casey Fix at home plate doing the catching. Addison Winterquist at first base. Reese Lavig at second. Ariana Anderson at shortstop. Macy Murch at third base. Rose Gellner in left field. Addison Rust in center. And Emma Hovdenes in a right field.
First pitch strike in to Kaylee Kittleson, who we talked with earlier today. Kittleson, big factor in the win over Hankinson this morning. Plays a solid shortstop. Bats second in Corey Erickson's lineup day in and day out. Ground ball to third off the end of the bat. Throw over to first is in time with the stretch from the tall Winterquist. Lunging to get that one. Nicely done on the 5-3 put out Murch over to Winterquist.
Good stretch at first there as Winterquist picked up the win in the circle earlier, moving over to first here for this game.
Quick 2 outs for Hoyland, and now faces Carsey Hadelstad.
Might be something to note and keep an eye on in this one too. Hoyland not pitching the first game, whereas you had, there's the off speed there, as he did have Chenault pitch the earlier game for the Burros. Just how the energy levels, I mean, a lot of time off in between, but still got to expend some energy.
Yeah, so, I mean, Chenault was efficient earlier today. Hoyland played first base. She trades off with Winterquist now, and Hattelstead takes a 4-pitch walk. But Hoyland pitched twice on Saturday in 2 separate games, totaling nearly 10 innings of play. And now she has her 3rd appearance in this Region 1 tournament, this time facing the Burros. Santa Kritzberger stands in and chops one foul at the plate. No balls and a strike as Hoyland is able to get ahead.
Kritzberger, 4 hits in this region tournament so far, and a couple of them extra base hits, had a triple and a home run on Saturday.
She's going to have to battle back here, though, as she's down, no balls, 2 strikes in the count, 2 outs. Runner at first is Hattelstead. Hoyland gets the sign she wants. Wind up and the pitch inside, and as Hattelstead is going to have to get back to first safely. Fix with a throw down to first base, and Winterquist applied the tag, but slightly late as Hattelstead is back in safely. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hoyland trying to get out of the inning with a 3-0 lead. And she does with a nice drop ball past the bat of Kritzberger, and the score remains 3-0 in favor of Northern Cass as we head to the 2nd inning on the Tim Kazed Seed Sales scoreboard.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
2nd inning underway as Northern Cass sent 8 batters to the plate in inning number 1. It's the bottom of the lineup, and Macy Murch fouling off the first pitch she sees to start inning number 2. It'll be Murch, then Lavig and Rust due up for Northern Cass, and Hovness and Fix if a couple of batters reach. It was no runs, no hits, and 1 left on base for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros in their bottom half of the first. Kaya Chenault missing a high to Murch.
Hear this. For the game we just had with Central Cass over Kindred Richland 2-1 in a game that flew by. I mean, yeah, it's only 20 minutes to get to where we're at right now. Not a lot, especially when you have the 3 runs being scored, but just feels like the general pace is slowing down a little bit. There's a strike 3.
In there for a called strike 3. A backwards K of Murch will flip things back up to the top of the lineup. 2 strikeouts in the first trip through the lineup for Chenault, and it's back-to-back strikeouts of Winterquist dating back to the first inning, and now Murch here to lead off the second, flips it back up to Lavig. And to your point about moving a little bit slower, we had a couple really good pitchers in the circle for that Central Cass and Kindred Richland game, and when you're putting up zeros for the first 5 innings, things are going to fly by pretty quickly.
They really did. And now Chenault here, as you mentioned, with the back-to-back strikeouts too, to give her a little bit extra momentum here to build and settle into a rhythm here as she faces these batters now for the 2nd time through.
4 hits the first trip through the lineup for Northern Cass. Had 18 hits in the win versus Enderlin today. Fouled off
Ball out of play.
near the parking lot, and it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
And I am not worried about that today because I parked at the back end of the parking lot today.
Now nothing has come close.
Let's keep it that way.
A ball and 2 strikes. Well, we're getting closer. Lavig hanging tough with 2 strikes, choking up a little bit with the 2-strike approach. Trying to spoil the good 2-strike pitches from Chenault. 1-2 pitch off the end of the bat's going to die in front of the second baseman, Ensign, and she has no play. Not amazing contact, but Lavig is going to reach. She's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles.
And she'll get on. She came around to score a run, and that also helped by stealing that base first time up. We'll see if they send her in motion immediately again, trying to move her up, or if they're going to let Rust, who's been swinging a hot bat despite popping out to the pitcher last time here in her first plate appearance.
Rust takes high for a first pitch ball. They don't send Lavig on the first pitch. I'm guessing she's going right here. This is my call. 1 ball, no strikes. She stays put, and this is fly to center. Kritzberger's got this one measured and puts it away for out number 2. Bad call by me, I guess.
Yeah, we all have our moments.
2 down now. Runner still at first is Lavig. Hovness is 1 for 1 with a single. She came around to score on that trip through the bases in the first inning. Swings and misses at a pitch below the knees for strike number 1. Hadelstead plays about even with the base at third, not expecting any bunts with 2 outs. Swung on and missed, now 2 strikes to the 3-hitter in the lineup for Anthony Meyer.
If Chenault can get the strikeout here, or just the out in general, a nice little bounce back after that first inning, giving up a 3 spot here, and able to come back despite the 1-out base hit. Get the strike 3, she does, gets it called.
A backward strikeout, a second-looking strikeout of the inning for Chenault. Faces just 4 batters. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on, no errors. As we head to the bottom of the second with Hillsboro Central Valley coming up down 3.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Mike Lowell jogs off the field, a man of many talents. As field maintenance is his thing out here. This is his field. But he's also created an outlet for us in left center field to help us with our center field camera.
Yeah, and to his credit and the credit of, I don't know the rest of the field crew, but really nice job that they've done here in between games. Really efficient to get in, drag the field, get the lines redone, and they got it down to a science here. And yeah, great hosts here with the facilities, and the concession stand was pretty nice earlier. You know, nice little cheeseburger lunch here today. Of course, looks like we do have a loose first base, and now I see them running over, and we got they're bringing out the heavy-duty equipment. So we'll take a quick break here till we come back. They get that all set up and taken care of, and we'll be back with more here before we get started with the bottom of inning number 2 on yourliveevent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
Grounds crew doing a heck of a job here, getting first base replaced. And when I say grounds crew, I mean Mike Lowell of the Hankinson Pirates, head coach of the Hankinson Co-op Pirates. And a big thank you to everyone in Hankinson that's helped put on this Region 1 tournament and host this in their facilities. They've done a great job with the field and everything else involved with this tournament, so a big shout out to them. Danielle DuBois steps in first for the Burros. Popped up near the on-deck circle.
Whoa.
Fix and Winterquist meet near the Burros dugout.
Running into a wall. Not going to lie, as Mike fixed the base there and then went around the back side of the fence there to get back over the lawnmower, had a little Bobby Boucher flashback there. Yeah. There's a ball struck down the right field line. He fielded there and throw to first for the out.
A 9-3 putout from right field as Emma Hubness is able to make the play at first base to get the hustling DuBois. Just a hard spot to run that out right there for DuBois.
Oh, just Hubness is playing, with a right-hand batter. You play a little bit close because you're probably going to get weak contact, and able to get to it quickly and a good throw. And Yeah, the outfield assist on the out at first.
No lack of hustle, just a nice throw and well played in the right field.
Yeah, rare but not impossible.
Abigail Anderson, the DP, will bat with the bases empty thanks to that 9-3 putout from the outfield.
That one's cut to the net there, and as the designated player, Anderson hitting for the flex player, Kate Onis, who's out in right field here today defensively for the Burros. She's been out there in right, and Anderson has DP'd a couple of these games. Abby Willison got some time to the DP yesterday, but there's a swing and a miss for strike 3.
A couple quick outs for Brooklyn Hoyland. Will bring Chenault to the plate. Right on right matchup between the two pitchers. First pitch off speed from Hoyland is in there for a strike. She's gone to that a little bit heavier in the second inning.
Not gonna lie, that was my pitch when I played softball poorly, that chest high ball. Oh, I love that one.
Already pre-elevated for you.
Well, yeah, with the long arms, it's hard to, kind of fish it down there. Give me that one where I can just kind of get underneath it. Oh, gosh, I love that one.
2 balls and a strike now.
Strike out on that pitch a lot. There's a ground ball over to third underneath the glove as it scoops under and just gets through for a little 2-out base hit. Burrow's first hit of the game.
Yeah, a little bit off the end of the bat, but that's what happens when you put the ball in play. Good things usually happen. Chenault able to squeeze one through short and third.
Courtesy running coming in now as Mallory Elfson will come in. Courtesy runner running for the pitcher there in Chenault.
We've seen Elfson and Gallagher, the two main courtesy/pinch runners throughout the tournament for the Burros. There goes the runner. Throw down to second is not in time as Elfson, with a head-first slide, has made second base.
So she'll be aboard at second, and now one of the normal usual pitch runners that the Burros will see, and Casey Hung unavailable here today. So Destiny Ellingson got in that first game with some pitch running. Here's a ball hit into the gap in left center field. It will be on the run. Gellner to track it down.
Big time run saving play from Rose Gellner in left as Hoyland is able to shut down the Burros again through 2 innings. 1 hit, but no runs across, and 1 left on as we head to the top of the third.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsboro and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Anthony Meyer's Jaguars will send the middle third of the lineup, the 4, 5, 6 hitters of Casey Fix, Ariana Anderson, and Brooklyn Hoyland to the plate. In the top of the third inning, Fix had a sacrifice bunt that ended up plating a run. One of the 3 runs on the board. Fouled straight back. It is 3-0 on the Tim Kazed seat sales scoreboard in favor of the Jaguars, getting all 3 of those in the top of the first inning. No balls, 2 strikes to Fix. Lined up the middle, a base hit with solid contact. Fix takes a turn around first, will hold up there with a leadoff single.
Up next, number 10, senior, Ariana Anderson.
Anderson will come to the plate now. The shortstop doubled in her first plate appearance and would later come around to score the third run for the Jaguars. Anderson already choking up an inch on the bat. Swings first pitch, a drive to left center field, and dropped by Jelmstad. Goes to a knee and gets it in. Unusual air out there in the Burrows outfield, which has been pretty solid in this Region 1 tournament, but Kritzberger's had one go over her head. And now Jelmstad with a bobble in left, so it's first and second with one out. Or sorry, with nobody out. Chenault delivers the first pitch, squaring to bunt, and it's a foul tip strike. Hoyland offered at it. Avery Davidson on deck. RBI double in her first plate appearance. In there for strike number 2.
So after the base hit started and error to continue it, Jaguars building on a bit of a threat here.
What can Brooklyn Hoyland do to help her own cause in the circle? Takes outside, trying to battle back in this count. Was down 0-2, now 1-2 count. Squared to bunt on the first pitch of the at-bat. Didn't get it down. 1-2 on the off-speed. She hangs back and fouls it off.
You're just taking a look at couple things here. We'll get a little game update for you after this at bat. Some of the things from around the region. See if we can even get any updates for anything a little bit further than the region. As we do have a couple coming in.
1-2 pitch in there, freezes Hoyland for the first out.
So a little update here for you, game update from the Red River Valley Fair. Here in Region 2 here today, it was Mayport CG over Pembina County North, 12-2 in 5 innings, followed by a 17-0 Thompson Tommy victory over the Carrington Cardinals. It was then an elimination game with Carrington defeating Pembina County North 5-2, the final in 8 innings. And that one sets up tomorrow in Region 2, the championship game. As this ball drops in right field, unable to make the catch, and bases will be loaded. There, so it sets up tomorrow for the championship game at 3 o'clock, Mayport CG and Thompson. And then the loser of that game will take on Carrington in a state qualifier game tomorrow in Region 2. Here, and then also we'll see if we can find anything on Region 3, Region 4, because they got started here a little later this afternoon here for their first day. But that's the game update there from the Red River Valley Fair. RedRiverValleyFair.com. Get your tickets now. Goo Goo Dolls, Sublime with Rome, Gabriel, Fluffy Iglesias, Hairball, Young Gravy, Ludacris, Skillet, the Disney Princesses, Blake Shelton, Breaking Benjamin, Riley Green, all part of the concert lineup there at the Red River Valley Fair this year. Good lineup. Right now the lineup for the Northern Cass producing here is a pitch popped up. Infield fly is called. It's caught by Halstead at third anyway, and that will be the out, number 2.
One thing to note, and it's been some tough fly balls out there in left field to get, in the outfield to get to, but now all 3 of the Burrows outfielders have had a ball go off of their glove in this game, and we are only in the 3rd inning.
So far this inning, though, haven't been struck bad. If they can get this one here, a little pop-up back to the pitcher, Chenault, and that's how you work out of that.
Exactly.
That's why it's a team game.
Pop-up to the pitcher will send us to the bottom of the third inning. Hillsboro needing some run support for Chenault as they put up the 0 on the Tim Cassett seed sales scoreboard. 3-0 Northern Cass as we go to the bottom of the third.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The World of Outlaws Kings Late Models.
Welcome you back to Hankinson, continuing with a little bit of a game update that we had there. Said we check on Region 3, Region 4. Do have a final in one game in Region 3 as Renville County over Divide County 16-6. They're getting just underway here today in Minot as playing on the 2 fields, so they got 6 games going there today. Region 4, they're probably going to be a little bit behind. The play-in game earlier today, 25-21. Wilton Wing over Hazen, the 7 over the 10, but 46 runs being scored. Caught up a little bit, though, with Beulah 10 running. Ned Rose, the 1 over the 8, 10-0 in that game. Hart River and Harvey Wells County we're going here. Have not seen if where they're at. And then Washburn Center Satin and Wilton Wing be playing a little bit later here today as well, too. So that's in Region 4. Back here in Region 1, Josh Boyko with the call with Hillsboro Central Valley at the plate.
Aaliyah Jumstead, the left fielder, has a 2-1 count on her. She takes low. Hitters count ball 3. That last inning for Northern Cass, no runs on 2 hits and an error. They stranded the bases full as Chenault was able to work out of that jam. As a little bit of hacky sack going on over there with Corey Erickson kicking that ball up, 3-1.
He's always trying to show off. Yep. Trying to show off the barehanded grabs and everything.
Gold glove at the third base coaching spot.
Ball 4 puts the runner on first base. Start that the Burros want to see to the inning here now at the top of the order coming up and trailing by 3 runs, trying to put something across the board.
That's why you put Jumstead at the bottom of the order right there. High on base percentage, has a bit of pop. Gets on often in front of Peyton Quam, who is also high on base percentage player. Throw down to second base on the steal attempt and in there safely. Darren Heisler with the call at second. Has Jumstead in there. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Hoyland has thrown 2 scoreless innings, but now a runner threatening that already at second. And the top of the lineup up with Peyton Quam. Square to bunt, and now Fix will run this back out to the circle with Jumstead getting the lead halfway to third base.
Halfway to third, but with the way the defense has fielded the bunt, second and short, got to go cover the bases there. So you got a little wiggle room there to get off base a little bit.
Yeah, Jumstead had plenty of room because Lavig went over to cover first on this wheel play as they do get the bunt down. Lavig is there to cover and get the out, but the bunt does its job. Jumstead to third with just 1 out.
And I think that's just the second successful sacrifice bunt we've seen all tournament.
Really?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm misremembering then.
First pitch in there for strike 1 to Kaylee Kittleson. There's been a lot of small ball going on this tournament, but You're right. There are a lot of ones that have gone foul.
Or ones that technically would not be sacrifices because they beat out the bunt.
True.
Yeah. So I guess that's kind of what I was thinking. That yeah.
We've had a couple squeeze plays though that have been effective. Ground ball foul up the third base line. 2 strikes now on the Burros shortstop, Kittleson. Kittleson collided at second base in their first game against Hankinson. A little bit of a busted up lip with that collision. But she's tough. She's staying in there, still playing her position well, and still in the batter's box. 0 for 1 this game with a ground out to third. A base hit past the outstretched glove of Anderson. That's going to nearly get to the wall. Cut off in center by Rust, and it will hold Kittleson with a single, but it will plate the first run of the game for the Burros on the Tim Kazed Seed Sales scoreboard.
There you go, down 3. Got to start with number 1, and there they get that first run across there to break the seal, and now we'll see if they continue to get some things to go.
Good part of the lineup to have up too if you're Hillsboro Central Valley. Snap throw down to first. Fix trying to keep the runner over there honest. That's Kittleson. Carsey Hattlestead, the 3-hitter and the third baseman at the plate. Righty on righty matchup. Not really a whole lot of lefties that we've seen in this this tournament here. Michaela Wall is the one lefty that I can really remember.
Well, there's been a couple lefties, but yeah, here's another base hit past shortstop, and everyone moves up a big, and by everyone I mean Kittleson.
Aspen Preen, also left-handed hitting catcher for Central Cass, but not a whole lot of them out there. Us fellow lefties need to get some love every once in a while.
You're a lefty?
Sure am.
I'm sorry.
It sure helped in baseball, though, I can tell you that. There's a hit by a pitch. Or maybe it was a fouled bunt right there as Kritzberger will remain at the plate.
I think she's saying that, or I think our umpire's saying that she did not attempt to get out of the way. Or did she say fall? Yep, did not make an attempt to get out of the way. That's what they say, that you can't just let the ball hit you. You got to at least try and move away from it. They say she did not, so it will be ball 1.
It's a rip down the left field line off the right hand of Corey Erickson.
Told you, trying to make those barehanded catches out there at third.
Showing off.
Yep. Yeah, the old Blue Sox, it was a pitcher for the Blue Sox there, primarily. Could play a few positions, but primarily.
Seems like an athletic third base coach. Oh, look at this again.
Oh, his fielding percentage is going down, though.
His dugout's letting him hear about it, too.
2 hands, get in front of it. Good stuff. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down, 2 runners on.
In the dirt, down and inside, both runners will advance with Kittleson to third and Hattlestead to second.
So moving batters into scoring position here. Now a chance with 1 out, base hit would potentially tie the game.
Taken, and now we run the count full here after a hit by pitch early in the at-bat. But Kritzberger remains there after not attempting to get out of the way was the call. Lines of base hit into center field, landing in front of Rust. Had to wait for that one to get down, and so did Hadelstad. She had no idea. She's still at second, but a run comes across, and it's 3-2 as Hillsboro Central Valley inches a little bit closer.
I'm just going to say Goodelsing felt that she had a really good read on that ball, as she was not even attempting to take. She was going home on that right away.
Well, the read pays off for now. It'll stay for the remainder of the game too. Ground ball to short for one, back to first. Not in time, as it's a fielder's choice off the bat of DuBois. 6-4-3, but no put out at first.
We'll see here, DuBois, if they put her in motion. With runners on the corner.
She'll stay put. First pitch missing. Anderson crouched in that right-handed stance. Takes a strike at the knees. Good movement on that offering from Hoyland.
We're going to have Sadie Gallagher come in to run here for DuBois over at first base. So Gallagher will come in to run. A substitution.
He thinks that's a valuable run out there at first base. It's the go-ahead run is what it is, and he's trying to get that in the scoring position.
So anticipating the watch Sadie run.
There she goes. There will be no throw all the way through.
Get that steal, and now Anderson just got to put the ball in play, leading the count. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Runners at second and third. Now the 2-1 offering to Anderson. Delayed by Hoyland. Comes set, fires, and is in there with the off speed for a strike. Just one good pitch from getting out of the inning, just one good swing from taking the lead. Pivotal at bat. Here's Hoyland's 2-2, misses low. First base is open. Chenault is on deck.
These teams split a doubleheader. There's a popped up first base side, held on to, bobbled, but held on to. There for the out.
Winterquist is able to make the squeeze, and Anderson flies out to first, and that will do it for the third inning. But not before Hillsboro Central Valley strikes back with a couple. It's 3-2 on the Tim Kazed Seed Sales scoreboard here on the Region 1 Softball Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
The Burros striking back in the bottom of the third. They score 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2, but they're within 1 now on the Tim Kazed Seed Scales scoreboard. Ground ball, second base. Ensign has trouble and safe at first as the thrower gets away from DuBois. A leadoff base runner in the form of Reese Lavig.
Almost compounded the error that time there as they just didn't know it was thrown away, but yeah, just. Here now, Rust will come up 0 for 2 today.
popped up right side. Dubois after it. Tries to make a backhanded stab, unable to make the catch.
They're up against that first base dugout right in front of assistant coach Tim Spurgeon, who I regretfully have not talked about it yet. Had to dye his hair blue. Made a bet at the beginning of the season with the junior high team if they went undefeated that he said he'd either shave off the head and the facial hair, or well, apparently the wife said no to that. So he dyed the top of the hair blue out there. As you can kind of see him just on the left of your screen right now with our stationary camera out there in center field. Man, times I wish I was able to zoom in and everything right now. As the runner goes on this pitch and in safely as the ball bounces away from Quam. So runner moves up there to second base.
That's Lavig advancing with the speed. Would have been safe anyway, but the dropped pitch aids her in getting to second easily. That's some iconic hair over there.
It is. It is.
In Burrows blue. Ground ball left side. Hattelstead to first in time. Throw back across. Is knocked down enough to where Lavig will be content with third base.
Lavig kind of knocked it down herself. I think it hit her wrist as she slid in. There, so bounced away, but not far enough for her to advance. So.
Hubness singled and scored in the first inning. Struck out looking in the second. Squares to bunt, gets it down. Hattelstead to first, fakes the throw, and now they've got the runner hung up. What a play by Hattelstead with the IQ, and they now watch the runner back to first base. That right there is a candidate for our play of the game. The IQ right there off the charts from Hattelstead, bluffing the throw to first and catching the runner sleeping off of third. And Lavig is gunned down at third base. A nice job covering there by Kittleson at shortstop. An elite defensive play from the Burros. Might have just taken a run away from Northern Cass for this fourth inning.
A big second out. That was a big play. Big play. Oh, and then made two. Hattelstead again missing all of last year. You're the junior, so missing the sophomore year with the knee injury there, and coming back, showing she still knows what she's doing out there at the hot corner. She's made a couple nice plays here today in the early game, snagged one backhanded and another move on the throw, field and throw. Yeah.
Very good glove there on the left side of the infield. So is Kittleson. They got a really good left side of that infield. In there for a strike now to fix. But yeah, Hattelstead's made a lot of nice plays in this tournament already. Got a really strong arm over there across the diamond. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chenault trying to get the Burros back in the dugout. Fouled off at the plate by Fix.
Burros have had a couple good defensive third basemen over the years too. And Hattelstead right up there with him. Yeah.
Runner at first is Hubness, reaching on that fielder's choice. Pitch just missing now from Chenault.
I believe Knutsvig, assistant coach, Knutsvig, she played third. Laura Spurgeon, Tim's daughter, she was a good third baseman there. There's this one's popped up against the netting and over the netting. And Eric Potasic does not dive for the foul ball. No, could have had a souvenir. Doesn't go after it. You know, how are you supposed to get on the Jumbotron if you don't make an effort? Oh, we've had some good conversations here today.
Another one popped up.
For a moment, I thought redemption. But no, that one too far out of the way.
Couldn't quite get the same foul ball twice right there, but fouling that one back out of play. We're still at 2-2 on the count. Fix is hanging tough here. up the middle to shortstop. On the way the long way to first, Kittleson, comfortable at short, makes that play look pretty easy. 6-3 on the putout, and nobody comes to score for Northern Cass after a highlight play from Hadelstad, taking out Lavig at third base. 3-2, heading to the bottom of the fourth. Northern Cass on top.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Central Cass Schools' mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
And welcome back to the bottom of the fourth inning. Kaya Chenault will lead things off. The bottom third of the order is due up for Coach Erickson's Burrows. Chenault, then Ensign, and Jelmstad. Jelmstad's leadoff walk in the third jump-started a rally that led to 2 runs. Here's Chenault to mid-deep center field. Catch is made comfortably by Rust for the first out.
Allowed out, number 1, and here a quick game update from Bank North. As Region 1 Baseball Northern Cass Jaguar fans, you can celebrate as you get the 5-1 victory over Kindred. Northern Cass will play Central Cass for the championship and bragging rights in Cass County as well, too. There the Bank North in-game update. Here it's values-based banking. Find out more online, ibanknorth.com.
Megan Ensign, the second baseman, comes to the plate and takes just off the plate. It's now 2-0. Chatter coming from both dugouts right now. Close game, got both teams engaged. Here comes Hoyland's offering. And it's a 4-pitch walk.
Get that runner aboard at first, and I believe we'll have a pinch runner coming out. So Destiny Ellingson going to come in to run. Destiny Ellingson will ran earlier, scored a run in the game. The victory over Pirates fast pitch there. The Hankinson Co-op of Hankinson, Fairmont, Campbell, Tyndall, Rochelle, Lidgerwood. Affectionately called Hankinson Co-op. There's the runner, goes on the pitch, and in time for the out.
Well, there's a strong throw down to second base from Casey Fix, and fixes up that issue on the base paths as there is Ellingson heading back to the dugout. Taken out after just 1 pitch in the game.
It was called ball 1. Nope, strike 1. That was ball 1.
Hadelstad with a nice play at third base earlier in the game, and Fix with a put out on the base paths herself, saying I can do that too.
It's a big play with the Borough offense last inning and the defense in the top half. Getting some momentum there to take that base runner away. The Jaguars hoping to swing momentum back towards themselves here, especially if they can get this out here and go 1-2-3 in this 4th inning.
Jelmstad will now walk as well. So more speed on the base paths. And now Peyton Quambats.
Jelmstead did steal second last time up and then came around to score on the RBI single from Kittleson after Quam sacrificed her over. 2 outs now, so you won't see the sacrifice, but see what she can do with the bat.
Swung on a miss, throw it on to second. Did they get her again? Very close play. The tag on the back of Jelmstad. It was right there. Another good attempt from Fix, but a runner does get into scoring position now with Jelmstad advancing on the stolen base. Quam with a chance to tie it now.
Quam with a big rip, almost swung over his shoes and ended up like over the middle of the plate. I thought for a second to possibly just interference call on that, but no, nothing. So here's a swing miss, 0-2.
Pitch. Quam tomahawks this one to the gap in left center, and the catch is made by Addison Rust to retire the side. 3-2 still, as we're through 4 now. Hillsboro Central Valley, a runner caught stealing, and strands Jelmstad at first base. To the 5th we go. Northern Cass clinging to a 3-2 lead.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
3-2 Northern Cass still clinging to that 1-run lead as they strand a runner on base. Burrows back in the field now. Kaya Chenault back in the circle again, as we should expect to probably see her there for the duration of this game.
Jaguars with 3 runs in the first when they sent 8 to the plate. They've had 3 hits since then. Total is 7 in the game. Couple of additional errors as well. Burrows with 3 total errors in the game. Here's no error as Hattelstead throws over to first on the ground out to Du Bois. They're 5-3 for the first out for Anderson to retire.
That's a big pick at first there by Du Bois. That throw got there on a bounce, and Du Bois was able to pick it clean and keep a runner off of first base with nobody out.
It's a valuable tool for someone to play first base, to be able to read a ball off a bounce or to read a good throw and be able to stretch and be able to pick plays like that. That's a very valuable tool. Not needed on that play, as that was a solid base hit up the middle of the infield.
Yeah, Hoyland not giving anyone a chance to throw her out at first or pick a ball at first. She singles up the middle and brings up the DP, Avery Davidson. Davidson has doubled and singled in 2 trips. Swings through, strike 1.
Yeah, that double out to right field, went right field as well for the single. Couple opposite field hits and picked up an RBI back on that double too.
Chenault's 0-1 misses inside. Sizable lead off of first for Hoyland, but looked back.
Credit to Chenault. We talked in that first inning, she was up around 30 pitches, That was just her 70th pitch, so she's recovered nicely there to limit the amount of time she's had to pitch the ball. This one sneaks by first base into right field. Arizona gets to it and brings it back in.
A good piece of opposite field hitting there by Davidson. Continues her fantastic day at the plate, as she is now 3 for 3.
And all to that opposite field. Treebwasser will come in to hit now here for Northern Cass.
It'll be a Treebwasser coming in for Winterquist. Seen a couple pinch hitting appearances from Josie Treebwasser. Had an extra base hit in one of those.
Number 12, sophomore Josie Treebwasser to the plate.
Choking up a good couple inches on the bat as she steps in against Kaya Chenault. Runners at first and second. Big at bat for the Jaguars, trying to find some insurance runs out there on the base paths.
Treebwasser now is pinch hitting. Murch behind her at the 9 hole, bottom of the order, trying to come through in a big spot in the 5th inning.
Crouched stance, and now given maybe 3 inches on the bat, she fouls this one back. Chenault doing a nice job getting ahead of these Northern Cass batters. And again, she does not have a walk given up in this game. Swung on and missed, a 3-pitch strikeout of Treebwasser. Just amazed at the control that Chenault has had, not walking any batters today.
Yeah, it's a big out number 2. Now Olivia Olson will grab a bat here, come to pinch hit here for Murch. And she will sub in there. And while they make the sub, Burrows have the opportunity for it to come together, have a little conversation in the circle. A little here you go, let's go. And come back here with 2 down and 2 on, trying to get out of the inning with just the 1-run deficit.
Olivia Olson looking to deliver a clutch 2-out knock that could extend the Jaguars' lead. A little bit late on that one, as Chenault is able to blow it past her on the first offering. And how tough is it to come in here cold off the bench to try and get a hit in this big a spot?
I don't know. For me, it's tough to get a hit if I was warm off the bench.
Fair enough.
I was definitely below the Mendoza line.
No balls and 2 strikes now. One good pitch from Chenault can get her and the Burrows out of the inning. Misfires high, did not induce the chase from Olivia Olson in place of Macy Murch. Top of the order due up. Next for the Jaguars as Reese Lavig looms on deck. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it for the inning. Kaya Chenault has come back with 4 straight shutout innings after allowing 3 in the first. As we go to the bottom of the 5th now, Burrows looking for a tie or better as we move along here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
No runs, no errors, but 2 hits, both left on base for the Jags in the top half of the inning. Now it's Brooklyn Hoyland's turn to try and match the 0 put up by Kaya Chenault.
First pitch here to Kaylee Kittleson will be ball number 1. Kittleson followed by Hattelstead and Kritzberger. This one popped up right side, charging in, charging out. It'll be the second baseman Laveg able to range over to her left, pick up the out number 1. Here again, winner go home for these two teams. Winner gets to take on Kindred Richland here in a state qualifying elimination game. And the loser, well, as I said, will go home.
Yanked down the left field line as Hattlestead. A little bit out in front of that one, but she got a good piece of the bat on it.
Hattlestead 1 for 1 here today with a walk and a single. Single towards that left field side, her first at bat.
Also made a huge impact play on defense with that bluff throw from third base on the bunt attempt and caught the runner Lavig leaning off of third base. This ball is ripped to center field, but right at Rust. Not much you can do about that. That's why baseball and softball are very hard sports to hit in.
I always remember that scene in Little Big League where little Bill Hamilton's like, hey, move over, move over, move over. Then it's a liner right at Lou at first base. That was that play right there.
Yep.
I always like to imagine, even though the movie came out before him, that he was inspired by Lou Ford.
Swung on a missed 1-1 now to Santa Kritzberger, the center fielder for the Burros. 1 for 2 is Kritzberger with a single and a strikeout. Yanks this one down the left field line, will land in fair territory. Kritzberger around first base, digging for second, and she's in there standing with a 2-out double.
Right down the line there in left field, and now DuBois, she's had a couple big hits in this tournament. See if she can add to that total here right now as she comes back up to the plate.
Running out of outs to work with as we near the conclusion of the 5th inning. But DuBois smacks one to center, Rust backing up, and a leaping catch out there in center field to end the inning. A couple of well-struck balls off the bats of Hattlestead and DuBois, both ending up in the glove of Rust. We're through 5. Northern Cass still has a 3-2 lead on the Tim Kazet seed sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Through 5 innings, Northern Cass 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 9 runners left on base. Hillsboro Central Valley 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, 6 runners left on base. As we get going right away with a solid base hit for Reese Lavig for Northern Cass through the left side. And remind you that this broadcast of this tournament contest has been approved with special approval from the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Athletics Association.
Leadoff single for Lavig, and now Chenaulta's going to have to work out of a jam with speed on first now and nobody out. Addison Rust at bat is 0 for 3. First game in which she has not had a hit in this point of the game. Well, there's one to left center field. She's just going to loop that in and make it first and second now for the Jags. Didn't waste much time either. First pitch swinging. And it's a quick threat brewing now for Northern Cass. And Emma Hovness, tongue-tied right there. 1 for 3 on the day, reached on a fielder's choice. That was the ball that Hadelstad, I believe, took out Lavig at third in the 4th inning.
Time called here as the infield will get together here with Chenault there in the circle and talk things over here on what they want to play. Maybe they put on another play over at third if there's a bunt.
And we've seen in this tournament, it doesn't really matter what spot in the order you're batting. You might be asked to lay down a bunt to try and get a run in. Fouled off out of play on the first pitch of the at-bat as Rust and now Hovness both swinging first pitch. Chenault able to get ahead 0-1. Righty on righty matchup. Squared a bunt down the third base line, but foul picked up by Hadelstad.
So 2 strikes on her, probably going to take that bunt off. Defense can back up a little bit, not relax, but back up, maybe play for a double play ball without having to worry about covering the correct bases for a bunt attempt.
Yeah, force out on the ground at any base. Popped into shallow right field, and the catch is made. Kate Onus with the squeeze and grabs the out. It's a big first out of the inning for Chenault, not letting anyone advance. As good as a strikeout there. And now we'll try to go past Casey Fix for another out. Fix lines one to left field. It's a base hit. It's going to roll to the wall, I think, now, and they're going to send another runner in, and a hesitation throw to the plate. They got the second runner. Rust did not fully commit to getting in at home there, so they will take out one runner, but it is now going to be 4-2 on the Tim Kazed Seed Sales scoreboard on a double from Casey Fix, and she'll end up at third base on the throw.
There's Lavig scores. Rust out on the tag out. Fix safe at third. Good awareness by her to take that extra base as Anderson falls this first one off, but good outfield assist and relay throw there to get that run there, and good job by Quam to apply that tag as she was racing by.
Yeah, good relay there, and it usually takes a really good first throw to allow that second throw to get there, and that's exactly what happened. So the Burros do surrender a run, but they are still just an out away from being down only 2 heading to their half of the 6th inning. Could already be 5-2, but solid defensive play. Takes a run away. They need to get out of this one, though, before Fix can come to home plate as she stands at third. It's a 2-1 count now to Anderson.
You got to remember, too, for Northern Cats, this is already their 5th tournament game. They played with that play-in game, and yeah, so a lot of innings here the last week, we'll call it here, and if they can win here, they'd go into elimination game taking on Kindred Richland tomorrow, and chance to play a total of 7 games for them if they get to that point.
And missing low again, another walk. Well, sorry, not another. That is a walk now.
Now going for second.
Oh.
Trying to get the runner going to third if they throw to second. Good awareness there, but a stolen base is Anderson. And the key to that is you cannot stop at first base. With the ball already in the pitcher's hand, if you keep going, you're okay. If you hesitate, then you're going to be out.
Well, an unconventional play right there, but it's a good hustle play by Anderson, making it to second. They don't even have to try and steal on the next pitch. Now here comes a pinch runner.
Anderson will come out as Annabelle Steinberger will come in.
Trip to the mound now from Corey Erickson. And we will step aside as they give it a chat before a crucial at bat for Brooklyn Hoyland.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
First pitch of the at-bat to Hoyland. She's got a couple runners in scoring position after the hustle from Anderson on the walk, advancing to second, ambushing the Burrows. It's 4-2 on the scoreboard, and Northern Cass looking to extend their lead. Inside now, Chenault giving up her first walk of the day in over 10 innings. Falls behind 2-0 now.
Yeah, that's her 12th inning of work overall.
Fouled back into the netting off the bat of Hoyland as she gets back into the count now.
And 161 pitches total here between the earlier game and right now.
Might not have the same fatigue as baseball, but that is got to be taxing still, energy-wise. Just missing high. 3 balls and a strike to Brooklyn Hoyland. First base is open, and Davidson is on deck. Probably not the hitter you want to be facing. She's 3 for 3. Chenault needs to bear down and get her team back in the dugout. Ground ball to third. Hadelstad fields it, fires in time to first base. A big timeout. Chenault inducing the weak contact. Hadelstad over to first with the gun. And that'll retire Hoyland a 5-3 putout. So a run comes across for Northern Cass, and the Burrows look to rally in the 6th.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base for the Jaguars in the top of the 6th. Season on the line in these next 2 innings for these 2 teams, and the Burrows come to bat down to bottom of the 6th. Abigail Anderson steps in 0 for 2 with a strikeout and pop out to first base. Brooklyn Hoyland pitching a dandy right now, just 2 runs given up. Misses low with her first pitch of the 6th. Chopped up the third base line, going to be a tough play. Throw to first is in time. What a solid play by Murch at third base to retire Anderson, the leadoff hitter. 5-3 putout, as both third basemen in this game have been doing a solid job defending the hot corner.
Good job to get that out there.
Kaya Chenault, second to the plate in the 6th inning for the Burrows, takes in the dirt for ball number 1. Takes inside now 2-0. Just got to find a way on base any way you can. Tie and run in the on-deck circle.
Bad pitch.
3 balls, no strikes.
These two teams playing earlier. It was a little overcast for both those games. Sun came out a little bit for our third game of the day, and it's returned to that overcast a little bit now here. A little bit cooler as we get into the evening hours, just past 7:30. About 65 degrees out right now, but nice night to be at the ballpark.
Now the clouds have remained, except for when you said Game 3 is when we saw the most sunshine, but it's mostly overcast right now as things start to cool off just a little bit into the mid-60s, and now we have another runner coming in.
Courtesy runner will be Mallory Elfsen coming in to run for the pitcher, Kaya Chenault. As she comes in, coming up to the plate will be Megan Ensign.
Ensign represents the tying run for Hillsboro Central Valley and takes down low. Bluff throw to first. Getting Elfsen back.
I don't think you can think of yourself as a tying run. I think you just got to go up there and think, I got to make contact, put a ball in play, looking for a hit or to get aboard any way you can.
Now another throw down to first. Fix has been aggressive, trying to throw out runners, and she's definitely cut down a few in this tournament. Could not get Elfsen there. Another ball out of the zone. And if this draws a walk, we might see a trip to the mound from Anthony Meyer. And there is ball 4. First and second now with 1 out.
A little bit cooler. Also is a little humid. That ball could be a little slick right now.
And there is Anthony Meyer.
He'll take a break here, or we'll take a break as they talk things out on the mound. Back here, bottom of the 6th.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Hillsboro Central Valley trying to mount the rally with Aaliyah Jelmstad, the bottom of the order, up at the plate, but Jelmstad a good bat. Runners at first and second, the tying run at first. 2 consecutive walks, but now infield fly is called. Lavig will make the catch, and Jelmstad will be retired for the second out. And I'll bring up Peyton Quam, a dangerous hitter in a dangerous situation, but she has flied to deep center a pair of times and sacrifice bunted. In there for a strike at the knees. Good pitch from Hoyland to start things off.
Last year, Quam had a big grand slam in the region tournament. Help propel the Burros on the way to state here. Looking for a hit this time as it's through the third base side. They're going to send the turn. Elfsen's coming around third as she'll come in easy. Hold the runner at second and an RBI.
That's a huge base hit right there for Quam, inching Hillsboro Central Valley back within 1. Still first and second as the runners all just trade places. And the line keeps on moving for Kaylee Kittleson with the tying run at second base with Ensign at second.
Coming over here, we'll see.
They might have Ensign taken out for Destiny. Is that what I heard, the call?
No, they can't bring in Destiny Ellingson, who ran for her earlier, because then Ensign re-entered for her.
That's right.
So
I'm just going to leave it how it is, it looks like.
Yep. Just going to leave it there with Ensign out there at second base.
Kittleson takes high. Ensign a third of the way to third, now retreats.
Ensign, if she comes out, she would not be able to re-enter once again either, so you got to remember that. Here's the runners getting off. Both scamper back in. Pitch there for ball 2.
Big at bat for the shortstop, Kittleson. Swings and chops one to the left side. It's going to go foul, though. That at bat by Quam, though. Getting them into the position with the tying run at second now. Just snuck it past Murch at third on the fair side of third base.
We got time callers. We got to get the shoe tied. The bunny's going around the tree, down the hole, pull it tight, double knot it. All those fun things there.
Can't be having the go-ahead run with shoelace issues.
Tom says, thanks, coach, and now let's go.
One ball and a strike. Kittleson takes inside. Runners again getting a healthy secondary lead in case one is going to skip to fix.
Actually be 3-1 after that. They had misattributed the earlier pitch on the scoreboard.
And another walk, so only one hit in this inning, but 4 runners have reached. It's the third walk issued by Hoyland in this inning.
And a dangerous hitter at the plate now in Hattlestead.
6 walks total, and now going to see a trip to the mound as Fix is going to visit her pitcher.
Pinch runner, Ensign will come out, will be, double check here, as that 18. So it will be Brinley Lassard coming in to run over at third base. So.
Well, this is a big moment to say the least right here. This is what we're here for. Hattlestead in a 4-3 ball game comes up with the bases loaded and takes a strike as Hoyland is back in the zone. High intensity at bat.
2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. This is what season comes down to, and would you have it any other way?
Taken high for ball 1. Hattlestead trying to jolt the Burros ahead, or at least get the tie and not leave it all to the 7th inning. The Jaguars trying to hang on. Jam shot, left field. Who's going to get it? Back goes the shortstop. The catch is made by Anderson. The Burros strand the bases loaded in the 6th after getting 1 run closer on the Tim Kazed Seed Sales scoreboard. We head to the 7th in a nail-biter, win or go home game. Northern Cass coming back to bat.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Top of the 7th we go. We've got a great game on our hands here. The season on the line for both of these teams. Hillsboro Central Valley has answered with 3 runs as they were down 3-0 after the top of the first inning. They've battled their way back, but an insurance run has helped out Northern Cass keep that lead. It was 4-2 at the top of the last inning. Popped out of play.
Here, defensive changes for the Burros with Ensign being lifted for the pinch runner. Abigail Anderson has taken her spot at second base now. So she was the designated player. She enters in. And when we come back, should be Kate Onus, I believe, hitting in that 8th spot where Ensign had been.
2 strikes now to Avery Davidson in the 7th inning, leading off. The DP. chops one on the ground to first and fouled as Du Bois picks it up and fires it back to her pitcher. Chenault in desperate need of a shutdown inning to get the bats back in there for the Burros. Chopped right side to first base. The ball is dropped by Du Bois, and that is a huge mistake right there. A runner will get on for the Jaguars to lead off this inning. So Davidson reaches on the E3 as Anderson did her job right there, fielded it cleanly and fired to first as she entered into that second base spot just a moment ago.
Here comes Winterquist now to bat. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and popped into an infield fly. She'll show bunt, pull it back. Runner goes for second. Good
Got
throw.
a chance. Out at second base. What a gun down. Peyton Quam showing off the arm behind the plate. Erases the error.
Good throw. Good throw. Quick, on the money, strong.
It was also a good pitch to throw on right there. It was over the plate, in the zone, just a well-executed play by the Burros all around. Foul tipped off the glove of Quam, and it's quickly 2 strikes now to Winterquist with 1 out and the bases empty. That is a huge swing right there. You think you're maybe going to get an insurance run with the leadoff runner with speed, but caught stealing.
Fall back out of play. Here in
Winterquist trying to reignite the flame in the 7th for the Jaguars. But she strikes out here as Chenault goes to the outside corner, gets the K, and is 1 out away from getting her team back in the dugout with the season on the line, down a run.
Now here as Birch will come back in to bat. She was hit for last time.
Popped up center field. Kritzberger is there. Makes the catch chest high. A 1-2-3 inning after the error gets erased by the throwout at second base. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Season on the line for both teams. This is what we're here for. 4-3. Burros coming to bat.
Designing places of lasting value and beauty, Hepper Olson Architects of Buxton continues to be a leader in small town skylines. No project is off the table as they've completed buildings for commercial businesses, educational and medical facilities, public spaces, religious centers, and even residential properties. From start to finish, Bobby and her team will help your visions become reality. Hepper Olson Architects of Buxton, 701-841-1000 and hepperolson.com. Best of luck to the regional athletes in your spring sports tournaments.
Well, it's come all down to this. Santa Kritzberger will be the first hitter due up, and it's Danielle Du Bois and Abigail Anderson, the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Burros as they need to scratch across a run to keep things alive here for their season. The winner takes on Kindred Richland tomorrow.
Santa Kritzberger, Danielle Du Bois, Abigail Anderson, the scheduled hitters to come up for the Burros. Facing Brooklyn Hoyland. Therefore will be the 4th time now around this game.
Kritzberger has a home run in this Region 1 tournament already, along with another extra base hit.
It was a solo shot yesterday against Central Cass. Had a triple against Enderlin Saturday morning. A double earlier
Just
in this game.
last at bat.
Yeah, 3-4 extra base hits in the tournament.
And a single in the 3rd, so she's hit for the multi-game tournament cycle.
1-1 the count. That one
lays off that one.
2 balls, 1 strike count.
The all-important leadoff hitter needing to reach base here for the Burros. One ball away. Good hitters count here. Kritzberger's probably going to see something that she likes to hit.
A lot of emotion going on right now here. Look out behind as it's fouled back.
Going to fill the count here. Payoff pitch upcoming from Hoyland. The sign given by Fix. The windup, the pitch. Smoked foul.
Oh, man. Iron that out, and we're tied. They were hoping that win from Saturday came back for a little bit.
I mean, that would have been gone with that win, but this one instead is popped up on the infield. The third baseman there makes the catch. Nice catch there by Murch. And instead of that long foul ball being in play, it is a pop out to third.
Number 14, senior Danielle
Du Bois needing to come through in a big way for her team here. She is 0 for 3. Was thrown out from right field at first base on a sharp single.
She's hit a couple well-struck balls there, but one right at the center fielder Rust in a big spot there to end the fifth inning with a runner in scoring position at second base at the time.
Yeah, both Hattelstead and Du Bois, absolute lasers, but right at the center fielder Rust. Here comes Rust again, in from center field, will make the catch for the second out.
So 1 out away now. Northern Cass trying to get the chance to play for the chance to go to the state tournament.
Kindred Richland awaits the winner of this game. The Jaguars just 1 out away. Ground ball to second. Throw on to first is in time, and that will do it. The Northern Cass Jaguars are moving on to go play Kindred Richland tomorrow. They win 4-3, hanging on in a classic of a game with highlights on both sides, but the Jaguars come out triumphant. Unbelievable effort from both of these teams here this evening. A heartbreaking end to the Burros season and a jubilant conclusion to the night for Northern Cass as they will play on. Fantastic game here, and we will recap it on our Petro Stomping Center postgame show around the break.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
The Hillsboro Vets Club apologizes for the inconvenience of having the kitchen closed for remodeling this week. When the remodeling has been completed and the kitchen reopened, they will continue to bring you the best roasted chicken on Saturdays. The Hillsboro Vets Club sends congratulations to our area graduates and wish you best of luck as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead. As we approach Memorial Day, the Hillsboro Vets Club gives a salute to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. They encourage everyone to take the time this Memorial Day to honor those who gave their lives for the red, white, and blue.
you're feeling that spring sensation. And that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Welcome back to the Petro Stopping Center post-game show. The Petro Stopping Center is your one-stop travel hub for all of your road trip needs. They've got you covered around the clock every day of the week with a wide selection of food, winter gear, and gas for your ride. Let their team roll out the red carpet and give you the VIP treatment today. The Petro Stopping Center, just off of 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. Well, Jake, a hard-fought game here between both of these teams, and ends in heartbreak for one and jubilation for the other. But Northern Cass comes out triumphant in this one.
Yeah, the Jaguars able to take advantage of that 3-run first inning when they sent 8 to the plate. Some early hitting with 4 of their total 12 hits in that first inning. And then holding on with that extra insurance run, which proved to be the game winner in the 6th when Lavig, much like the first inning, led off with that single, got the table set right away there, and then able to come in on the Casey Fix RBI double. And a good battle between both teams. Both teams made plays. Both teams had opportunities. And in this one there, the Jaguars come on top with the 4-3 win. They'll advance to take on Kindred Richland in a state qualifying elimination game scheduled for tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We'll see exactly how things play out with the weather. Some forecast there might move some stuff. But Burrow's a tough way to end the season, as always, especially a one-run game like that. But a thrilling game that we had, and congratulations to the Jaguars for moving on.
Absolutely, and let's get to our RDK Enterprises Precision play of the game. And even though it was on the losing side, I still think the play of this game was the Carsey Hadelstead play at third base. The bluff throw at third base off of that bunt was able to cut down a runner at third base, and that was just a heads-up smart play there by the third baseman, the junior third baseman for Hillsboro Central Valley. RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro wishes you a safe planting season and thanks you for your business, and you can visit them at planterdoc.com. And then our Hallstatt Telephone Company post-game connection. Casey Fix connected for a RBI double in the 6th inning that proved to be the game-winning hit, and that is what the difference was. That made it a 4-2 game in the top of the 6th inning with that Fix RBI double that scored Reese Lavig, and that was the difference. As in the 6th inning, a comeback was mounted, just 1 run, but the bases were stranded. Bases loaded were stranded, and Hillsboro could push across no more, and that kept it at 4-3 for the rest of the game. We'll step aside and talk to some players and coaches from the winning side when we come back.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Norman County Fair, June 19th through 22nd, Ada, Minnesota. FFA Day with Eli Alger and the Faster Horses performing in concert. There's a salute to veterans with special music and a tribute from Operation Check 6. Racing, school bus races, free shows and attractions for all ages. Fun games and the Mighty Thomas Carnival on the Midway. It's where summer begins and the fun never ends. Free gate admission. The Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 19th through 22nd. Visit normancountyfair.com.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
the Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
And welcome to the Petro Stopping Center postgame show on the Dakota Heritage Bank postgame comments here with Brooklyn Hoyland from Northern Cass, as she pitched a gem out there tonight and was able to close it out in the final innings there. That was a close one. How did you get it done there in the seventh?
Just smart pitches, not down the middle, throwing outside low and then inside low. No, like high pitches because, didn't want to hit bombers over the fence. So, yeah.
Well, there were no bombers over the fence there late. There were some fly balls, though, out to Addison Rust in center field. How big was she down the stretch in this one?
She made some amazing plays. That definitely helped win the game for us. Yeah.
And then offensively, Casey Fix with the go-ahead or insurance run double there in the sixth inning to put you guys up 4-2. How big was Casey as your backstop?
Yes.
And also offensively?
Yes, Casey's hit was very also important for our win today. Yeah, if she wouldn't have gotten that, it would have been tied, and we would have had to go into another inning, and, who knows what's happened there. So very grateful for her hit, yeah.
And then how much confidence does this build for your date with Kindred coming up?
It definitely gives us a lot of confidence winning against Hillsboro, yeah.
And, that's a tough opponent right there, and it was a wire-to-wire victory right there.
Yes.
So how intense is it playing in that one-run game with the season on your with your season on the line?
It was definitely very nerve-wracking. I was very nervous to go pitch and even up to the plate. Always want to get those hits. It would have helped if we had a few more runs, but it makes it more fun, I think, winning in a close game like that.
And how did Coach Meyer help just being in your guys' ears all game long and being a calming presence for you?
Yes, all of the Myers, Macy, Eller, Rice, and Potter. Yeah, they all are very supportive. Mm-hmm.
Well, you have done it, and you are moving on to tomorrow versus Kindred, so good luck with that, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll come back with more on our post-game show and more of Dakota Heritage Bank postgame comments after this.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
Anthony Meyer joins us now on our post-game comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. And, Coach, you pulled this one off, and how exciting and nerve-wracking was this one from your vantage point down the stretch?
Yeah, it was it was very nerve-wracking. Right away, start of the game, it was a little easy, but towards the end, I got, the nerves were up, and I think it was shaking towards the end of the game because it was so close. A hit for them, one dropping in, could have meant the game for us. So the girls played great. I'm really proud of them, how they competed. Brooklyn threw strikes. Defense was amazing. Addie Rust in center field making plays. Rose Gellner on left making plays. Aria Anderson at short making plays. those balls drop, and that's a different ball game. So our defense kept us in there. Brooklyn was amazing on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, the defense certainly kept you guys in, but talk about that fast start, the 3 spot that you were able to put up in that first inning that eventually held up.
Yeah, no, that was huge. We started on top, and we kind of I don't want to say fizzed out, but we were hitting the ball just kind of at them. So that first inning was huge. If we don't have that first inning, that's a different ball game.
Yeah, and Kaya Chenault out there threw strikes, and she only walked 1 batter all of today. How important was it to jump on her, try and do that early in the game and early in the counts?
Yeah, it was very important. We knew that she was going to throw strikes. Not the fastest velocity, but that velocity isn't everything when you're pitching. I just told them make sure that we're waiting for a good pitch, and when it's there, we're driving it hard because I know that our bats are coming around now, and when we're going up to bat, we need to have that mentality of see the ball, hit the ball, and I think they did a great job seeing the ball and hitting the ball today.
And then how confident does this make you for your next game against Kindred? I mean, your season was on the line tonight, and your players stuck up and took that one, and now they have another game coming up.
Yeah, no, that was huge. I've been telling our team the whole season that we have a great team. Our record doesn't show it. We've played a ton of top 10, top 5 teams the whole season, and and that's okay because then it gets us prepared for games like tomorrow. So we have a great team. We just need to make sure we do everything right. We need to make the plays. We need to throw strikes. We need to hit the ball. We need to score runs against Kindred. They got great pitching. They got great defense, and they have great hitters, and so do we. We just need to put it together all in one. So we can compete with them. We just need to make sure to do the little things tomorrow.
All right, we're looking forward to that tomorrow, and thank you for joining us, and good win tonight, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
More on our Petro Stopping Center post-game show when we come back.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And welcome back to the Petro Stopping Center post-game show and final segment. Head over to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo for a feast fit for a king. Love that chicken from Popeyes or a juicy cheesesteak or melt-in-your-mouth Cinnabon. And if you're feeling extra peckish, dive into some Papa John's Pizza or hit up the glorious Dolly Down restaurant. That is the Petro Stopping Center off of 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. And Jake's second day in the books right here, and what are your thoughts on what we saw today?
Game 1, Hillsboro Central Valley and Hankinson Co-op. Both teams, Pirates ran into some issues there with the bats again, not able to get them going. Good pitching there from Chenault in that one, and the bats able to get going. Game number 2, Northern Cass put up another 20-plus spot on the board and carried some of that momentum, at least into the first inning here today in this last game for a close win there at 4-3. And then in that state qualifier game there between Central Cass and Kindred Richland, just what we expected, a battle as those two always do, 2-1 win for the 2-1 win for the Squirrels. And looking forward to 2 more games coming up. We do know that one of the Region 1 participants in the state tournament will be the Central Cass Squirrels with that 2-1 victory over Kindred Richland. And Vikings and Jaguars, of course, the Vikings coming in as the high seed of that matchup. But the way the Jaguars are coming in here as the 6th seed, they've knocked off the 3, the 4, and the 5 right now. So lookout number 2, I guess, is what you're saying there if you're a Jags fan.
Yeah, definitely. And Coming into today, I thought that the marquee matchup was going to be that Central Cass and Kindred Richland game, and that certainly did not disappoint. But at the same time, this game was also just a thriller for the entire length of it.
And, I mean, region tournament, especially as you get deeper into the region tournament, that's the way it should be. Quality teams, quality games against teams that they all know each other well. A lot of these kids have been playing for multiple years, and it's always a good, fun matchup when they get together here for this region tournament.
Yes, definitely so. And the final box score for this one, Northern Cass comes out on top 4-3, 4 runs on 12 hits, no errors, which was huge in that defense right there. Addison Rust, as we mentioned, out in center field, and Ariana Anderson at short, Macy Murch at third, just all around great defense from Northern Cass. So 4 hits, 4 runs, 12 hits, 0 errors, 11 left on base. But they came through with a Casey Fix double when needed to tack on the insurance that proved to be the winning run. Hillsboro Central Valley 3 runs on 6 hits, 4 errors, which led to a little bit of extra activity on the base paths and 9 left on base. For Jake Berkmeyer, I'm Josh Boyko. Thank you for your viewership today, as we are 2 days in the books here from the Region 1 softball tournament here in Hankinson. Thank you to our sponsors, and please give them a shout out in your business whenever you can, as they're what make these broadcasts possible. And thank you to Hankinson and Progressive Ag Field for hosting this Region 1 tournament. And hopefully we are not done, as we've got some good action coming up scheduled for tomorrow. Thank you for joining us, and have a good night.